Welcome back. The fight against squatters in Texas could soon affect every single renter in this entire state.
That's because lawmakers are considering speeding up all evictions.
All is the key word there. I-Team's Andrea Lucia joining us. What do we need to know?
Yeah, well, the shortest timeline for an eviction is about 30 days, but the process often lasts much longer than that, especially with squatters. This East Dallas building on Gaston Avenue is almost empty. Almost.
No harassment.
We're not harassing.
It's my property.
It's our property. It's our property.
It's our property.
So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 living in there.
The owners have spent 18 months trying to evict the people from apartment G so they can sell the property.
They have not paid since June of 23, and they keep going to court appealing, and they keep getting granted.
These tenants were always one step ahead. Like they're reading books up there, just following, like what's another loophole? How can we continue staying in here for free? And the legal system is it's just not on the landlord's side whatsoever.
Aries Mitchell and her husband say they used to pay weekly until the landlord stopped taking partial payments. The couple has filed several appeals that have dragged out the eviction process.
It always was weekly. Of once I got paid, I gave him something. But if income tax came or something else came, I gave him what I had at the time.
When you file the court cases, are you fighting the court cases to stay here or why?
To buy me time. I'm not trying to stay here.
Okay, you all can come.
Go to court, whatever the judge's decision was, and if I had money to go, I'll go. I do not want to go.
When did the lease expire?
I don't have a lease.
It was not a lease. Well, if you don't have a lease, why would you have the right to stay?
Never had a lease to begin with.
This court hearing ends with the judge giving Mitchell one more chance to pay rent.
All right, hey, Friday morning, 9:30.
All right, stop typing me. Can you stop?
There's no real data on how many evictions involve squatters, but over the years, the I-Team has covered cases that have cost homeowners thousands of dollars in rent and repairs.
These people are chronically just victimizing, and no one's holding them accountable.
It was every story that you've ever heard about somebody not being able to pay rent.
I'm going to lose my house. That's the first thing. I'm losing my house.
I'm trying to live the American dream, and somebody can walk in and destroy everything I have.
This is a problem across the state, and we're going to fix it.
Now state lawmakers are vowing to change eviction laws to protect property owners. But critics say the so-called squatters bill would reduce legal protections for all tenants by speeding up evictions.
There is nothing lawful or fair about this bill at all. In fact, it is extremely and obviously unconstitutional. You can evict a tenant in 10 days without a trial. How is there due process in that?
I don't want people to be kicked out on the streets. No one does. Right. But to allow someone to go months and months and months without paying rent, to continue to be able to stay there because of procedural grounds, seems to me patently unfair and wrong.
Another bill, SB 1333, is designed to make squatting a crime. That means property owners could get police involved and avoid the eviction process altogether.
This bill would draw a distinction between folks who have overstayed their leases and not paid rent, and then those who just show up and occupy property without any legal basis, whatever.
As for the Gaston Avenue case.
All right. Court call cause number CC 2500791E, Gaston Topper Apartments v. Mitchell.
Time was running out for Mitchell and her husband.
I am awarding them a writ of possession in accordance with the law. Okay?
What does that mean?
Okay, what that means is that they will be entitled to possess the residence.
How long do I have to get out of there?
Well, immediate means immediate.
What does that mean? 24 hours today? 2 hours? What does that mean?
But immediate in this case meant 13 more days. So nearly 2 weeks after the judge's decision, constable deputies came to carry out the eviction.
So we'll go ahead and move on with the eviction.
It's very stressful. Like, I can't do nothing else but worry about going to court, what I'm gonna do, you know, it's just stress. It's just like a I don't know situation. I don't want to live like this, but I don't have nowhere to go.
Why rent an apartment that's beyond what you can pay for and then feel like you can just stay for free? It seems like the law is on the tenant side right now and not the landlord side.
Both squatters bills, the one aimed specifically at people who move in illegally and the one that will change all evictions, are on track to become law this year. And guys, this is not a big surprise since the lieutenant governor put stopping squatters down as one of his 2025 priorities.
All right, let's narrow in for half a second, because I think most people would say squatters, yep, got to get out. You know, it's not fair to the landlord. But what does this mean for people who aren't trying to scam a landlord? But the reality of life sometimes for some people is they do get behind on their rent.
Yeah, I mean, there's three big things. The entire process could be over in as little as 10 days. Renters will have fewer options to appeal, and a judge could grant an eviction without the renter ever coming to a court hearing. All of that will be new.
Yeah, Andrea, and do you know how many people this will affect overall? What the broader impact could be on renters as a whole?
Yeah, well, in the last year, Dallas and Tarrant counties alone have processed 84,000 evictions. And by most accounts, squatters make up a very small percentage of that. Some critics worry that the rush to pass legislation will lead to unintended consequences. Others will say that they feel the real intent is to strip away renters' rights.
Man, it's a big issue. Needs to be taken care of. Thanks, Andrea, and big thanks to the I team.